Hey guys, are you wondering what the difference is between the ANCC and the AANP exam? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about it. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jemecia, the nurse practitioner extraordinaire. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're already subscribed, welcome back guys. Thank you so much for the support. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the difference between the AANP and the ANCC exam. First, let's talk about what it is. Basically, this exam is what nurse practitioners take after they've gone through school. They're completed with school. It's much like the NCLEX. In order for you to practice, you have to have certification, just like with the NCLEX. The difference is with a nurse practitioner, you're able to choose which exam you want to take, whether that's ANCC or AANP. Well, that's kind of not true because some specialties are only allowed to take certain exams. So let me just jump right into that. Let's talk about the difference. So first I want to talk about ANCC. ANCC has been around the longest. They were established in 1991. They are the OG, the original. And in order to be certified through the ANCC, they give you a battery of questions, and those questions are a little bit different from AANP. So the types of questions that you're going to get on the ANCC exam are multifaceted questions. They're not all clinical. There are some non-clinical questions. You're going to get questions about policy, government, ethics, informatics, all different types of questions. So that is the difference between the AANP. All right. Also, the ANCC, they give you up to 3.5 hours to finish the exam. They will give you 200 questions, but of the 200 questions, only 175 are graded. So you'll have some, y'all, sorry, keep messing with my hair. I see my hair on here. Sorry about that. So with the 175 questions are the only ones that count. The extra 25 questions are test questions. So they do that with all the exams. You guys know that. So they're testing out questions. And also with the ANCC exam, they are going to give you questions that will say, hey, multiple choice, drag and drop. Which one of these is the best answer? Look at this EKG and try to, interpret it. Look at these labs and interpret it, basically. So ANCC will do those types of things with the questions. If you're that type of test taker who does not do well with those types of questions, you don't want ANCC. If you can, choose. You don't want ANCC because they throw all types of questions at you. Now, as far as ANCC, now, if you do a specialty that is either acute care, pediatrics, and mental health, psych mental health, you can only do ANCC. So the other one is not available to you because they don't have that certification for that specialty. So you can only do ANCC. Also, there are some places that you might want to work when you graduate that only take ANCC. Or that's the word, that they only take ANCC. And those are hospitals that want to be magnet hospitals or are magnet hospitals or big facilities like the VA. And I work at the VA, so I'm going to tell you about that towards the end. So that's that. The cost of ANCC exam is anywhere from $395 to $295. And the reason I say that is because if you're a member of the American Nurse Association, ANA, then you get a $100 discount. If you're a non-member, then you pay the $395. Now, that is the ANCC. If you, for whatever reason, fail the exam, ANCC, then you have to wait 60 days before you can apply for it again. yeah, that's that. Also, with ANCC, you can only take the exam 3 times in a period of a year. If you fail, you're not gonna fail. You got this. Now, let's look at the AANP. The AANP exam is the newer certifying board. They came around somewhere around 2013. And their types of questions are all multiple choice. You're not going to get any no drop and drag. You're not going to get any, which one is choose the ones that are the best answer. You're not going to get any of that. And they also will, excuse me about that. They will also give you, when you first start the exam, they'll give you a list of the lab values. So make note of that. They'll give you the lab values that are appropriate, whereas ANCC won't do that. You just have to know the lab values by heart. With the AANP, there are only multiple choice questions. They give you 150 questions, and that's it. With both exams, there's no, okay, it's gonna shut off at 75 questions. No, you have to take all 200 questions with the ANCC and all 150 questions with the AANP. The cost on that is anywhere between $315 to $240. If you're a member of AANP, you get a discount. So that's what that is. Now, if you decide that you want to be a nurse practitioner in emergency medicine, then you can only take the AANP. You cannot be certified ANCC because they don't have it. So that's something that you need to know. As far as the AANP exam questions, those questions are only assessment. They're only diagnosis and treatment. ADPI, there's only assessment, diagnosis, evaluation, treatment. There's no questions about policy, no questions about informatics, nothing like that. So if you know that you're strong clinically and you feel like that's the one that's best for you, then that's the one you want to take. If not, then if you love government, if you love policy, business, law, informatics, and ethics, then you will most likely love ANCC. So that part is something to consider if you're looking at yourself as a whole. I think that for me, if I had a choice today, I probably would have done AANP. That's just the way my mind works, my brain works. But I was forced to do ANCC, so that part. And if by chance you fail this exam, then you have to take 15 hours of CEs. Now you can do that while you're studying to retake it again. And yeah, so that's all you have to do as far as AANP. And with AANP, they only give you 3 hours to take the exam versus ANCC is 3.5 hours. But they have more questions over there and it's different. Now, as far as what I think, hey, if you are a family nurse practitioner or adult nurse practitioner, you have the option to take either one. You can decide which one you want to take. For me, I personally did not have the option because I've been a nurse practitioner a long time. So I didn't have the option. So I had to take ANCC. That's pretty much it. Now for me, like I said, I took ANCC. I'm not necessarily saying one is better than the other. When you get to use your credentials and you decide to put like FNP-C, you can only do that board certified if you are board certified from the American Nurses Credentialing Center. So that's ANCC. When you get your certification from AANP, you get to say that you're FNP-C certified. Some people get hung up on that and say, I'm board certified, you're only certified or whatever. It's not that serious. I haven't seen anybody not get a job. Now, earlier I did say that magnet hospitals and the VA like you to have your ANCC. Now, As I said, they like it, but that doesn't mean they're not hiring, because my best girlfriend, who is a chief of a service, she is a certified nurse practitioner, whereas I'm board certified nurse practitioner, and we both work at the VA. There you go. There you have it. So if I were you, I would say you need to decide which one works best for you. What type of test taker are you? What type of content, the questions that you like, what type of format do you like? You know, you have to decide. If you are a family nurse practitioner or an adult nurse practitioner, you do have the choice. Otherwise, you may get routed either way. Another thing I want to tell you about how to study for these exams is that if you are going for ANCC, it is in my experience that the way you study or what you study would be Fitzgerald or Barkley's. And if you want to do AANP, that would be Maria Leakes or Amelie Hollier.